Okay, you've made it to the next one. Before we get into the real deep dive training, which I love to share my passion and my knowledge, I just wanted to run through how being an online travel agent works in a bit more detail and how you actually make money from it. There is a couple of different ways. What I'm teaching is an OTA for short, online travel agent. So basically, one aspect of how to make money is you partner with suppliers, tour operators, cruise lines, and I will get into how to partner with them a bit later down the track. But basically, you would sign up to be a seller of their products, and all you need to do is just sell their product, and basically they will give you a commission. So how much can you earn? It actually can be really decent, especially if you're selling high ticket packages, high value products essentially. So cruise, you can make really good money on. So commissions range anywhere from 10 to kind of 18% is the standard, somewhere in between there. So if you can be really creative and make your own packages that you load on the website, so you might find a really nice, coach tour, let's say around the UK and Ireland, and then you might pair it with a couple of nights accommodation and then a little flight and then onto a 7-night cruise. So don't freak out. It's super easy to package this all together, and we'll go through it. But just as an example, you would earn commission on all of those aspects. Just to be really transparent, airlines don't really give you commission anymore as a general, but hotels do. So one of the partners is Expedia Tap. So if you know how to book hotels on Expedia, it is literally the exact same thing, except it's a program for travel agents. So you book the hotels and then you earn a commission from them. So you're going to get all this bundled commission. You're going to get commission back from the tour operator. You're going to get commission from the cruise line. You're going to get commission from the hotels. And then the other way to make money, and I am particularly a fan of bundling really unique packages because of this, is you can actually mark up the package slightly. So you can mark it up maybe another 5%. So if overall the product providers are paying 15%, you can mark your package up for resale at about the 20% mark, which is going to make you more money as well. You can sell very generic things that are in the market, say just a standalone tour or 5 nights accommodation. However, in doing this, your pricing has to be very transparent, because they can go anywhere and find that price on the internet. And people do look around these days for the best deal. So if you've got something unique, it's very rare for a customer to try and pick apart parts of the package to try and price beat it. So going unique is a really good idea. That is how you're going to make your money. So you are going to sell the product. It's up to you how you want to take the money. So generally speaking, you would take a deposit off the client, and then about 100 days prior to departure, so about 4 months prior, you would take the final payment. And it's at the time that you take the final payment, 4 months before they go, that you would make your commission. So basically, you kind of need to build a pipeline. But if you are charging upfront in full and your customers are more than happy to pay in full upfront, you'll earn the money straight away. You are going to transact online, so you can either set up an online booking system where customers can literally click book. You can earn money while you sleep. That is the end goal. However, it is a little bit more complex in terms of website development. It's a bit more expensive, so it just depends what level you're at and what your budget is. But a really, really simple way to start off is to load some packages on your website and put a from price, and then put inquire now, and drive those leads through to email or phone so they contact you. And then you can just transact by sending them an invoice once they've confirmed that they want to go ahead. And that's just very basic website development. With AI, you can make a website in a day look really, really nice and professional, and start off from there and just build on it as you go. So it's actually not as complicated as people think, but to be a travel agent, you really do need to learn some of the skills. And I don't feel like the information is widely out there. In my experience, when I was 16, I dropped out of high school and decided that I wanted to do travel. So very, very long time ago, that is the decision I made. And so I went straight into doing a 2-year diploma in travel and tourism. Now, I am not against formal qualifications. I enjoyed my time doing my diploma. However, what I will say is that when I got into the real world of actually doing this, I found that a lot of the information that was taught was quite either irrelevant or outdated. So what I'm trying to do here is teach real world experience, what's happening. Things move so quickly in the travel industry. So I'm trying to teach people what are the skills that you actually need to learn that are relevant. The other side of it is I did my diploma. I paid 25,000 New Zealand dollars to do it, and I have never once been asked to show my certificate to any employer. I also don't think having a diploma is overly needed these days. I would say that you can get, if you want to go the traditional route to get more experience, if you're fairly well traveled, you can get a job at, say, a flight center. They'll train you on the go. It's kind of like the entry level place to start at a flight center, generally speaking. And they will train you, and then once you've built up, a year or two's experience, you can go anywhere from there. But I do know other people who have simply just worked in sales for a very long time. They're very good at it, and they're also very well traveled. So they've been to multiple countries, and they've just met someone along the way that's in the industry, got their foot in the door, and they've started right away. So there is a lot of different opportunities. There's also a lot of different avenues in travel that you can go down. So I think I mentioned in one of my first videos, I've worked in wholesale, retail, groups and events. If you're getting sick of something, you can just pivot and do something else. But, it even opens up doors to, working in maybe luxury hotels, if that's an interest for you, or being an influencer in travel, or marketing, or social media. There's just so many doors and avenues that you can go down. So I do strongly suggest that if you're a nomad, if you love travel, if you love the life of working from your laptop, some days can be challenging, I'm not going to lie. You need to be a great multitasker to be in the travel industry. If you are unorganized, this is probably not your thing. You need to be working on multiple things at once. At any time, I probably have 10 to 20 different tabs open, just moving between different things for different clients. You need to have great sales skills. Those can be taught, so we will go through within the course how to sell, how to overcome objections, particularly the number one, I can see it cheaper online if I book it myself. That is something that will come up all the time. How to find your niche within travel. So there is some different niches which can make you really, really unique. So we will go through that. And what to focus on, where the good money is, everything like that. There's so much to go through, and I'm so excited you're here. I think I'll get a little bit of inspiration going since I'm in Bali over the next week or so, and just throw a few travel pics out there in the community and get everyone chatting. But keep following along. I am still working on this all the time, uploading new videos. I want to share as much information as possible. So please, if you're on my YouTube channel, just subscribe. I think you will be really pleased after a couple of weeks with all the video and content that you're going to get. It's all free at the moment. Down the track, it's probably not going to be. So if you're on the fence, please consume this content now. If you're on my school, thank you so much for joining. You are part of the early community. So thank you so, so much. I'm so grateful, and I can't wait to carry on with the ride with you guys. Thanks. Bye.